and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is another Taylor Swift video, and it's another Taylor Swift ranking video because I did my album ranking video not so long ago. I'll put it in the description below if you missed it, and people really liked it, so I thought, why not make another kind of ranking video? And this time we're going to be ranking my top 25 Taylor Swift music videos. This was so hard to do, let me tell you, because Taylor has some incredible music videos. Like, over the years we have just had so many really good ones, and I think now music videos are like a lost art almost, because artists aren't doing them as much. I think because like they're not helping with the charts like as much maybe as they used to, so not as much effort I don't think is being put into these music videos as it was in the past. So I definitely think music videos are kind of becoming a lost art. They have them, yeah, but I just think we're not getting as many of them. But Taylor Swift has done some great ones over the years, so here are my top 25. And number 25, and this may come as a surprise that it's actually quite low on the list, is actually Bad Blood. Now, I think the Bad Blood music video is amazing. It's very much the cameo music video. I mean, we have so many famous artists and actors and stuff in this music video, from like Karlie Kloss, Gigi Hadid, lots of others, Hayley Williams. I was like, who else is in this music video? Obviously Kendrick as well. Like, it is a good music video, don't get me wrong. We have Selena Gomez in it. It's a fun music video, but I'd say the reason it's a little bit lower is just because they introduce so many characters, and the characters each have names, but obviously they're not really developed because you don't really have the time to develop those characters. So it's kind of like fun. It is, I do like it, but I think that's why it's a little bit lower, just because they don't develop the characters in it, because it's just kind of a cameo music video almost. I also don't really like the bit at the end with like the fire effect. I feel like it looks a little bit not the best quality, but other than that, that music video is amazing. I really love the first scene, the outfit Taylor wears during that. I love having Selena in it as well. That's obviously iconic. Like, you get some really great scenes in this music video. It also had a really big like run up to it as well, which I really liked. They were releasing those character posters, I think it was like May sort of 2015ish time, and it was so exciting like coming online and seeing those character posters. So like, yeah, it was fun. I just think there are better Taylor music videos out there, but I do still really like it. Number 24, we have the Teardrops on My Guitar music video. Now, I love the bit of the music video, obviously, where she's in that like green dress and stuff. Obviously, we have like a little like picture of that there. It is a fun music video, but again, it's just a little bit lower just because some of the other ones I think are slightly better, but it is a fun one. I think Teardrops on My Guitar was such a great song because so many people related to it. I feel like that was the song that people listened to the first time, and then it was like, Taylor Swift stole my diary. Like, remember when everyone used to say that? And I think that came from like Teardrops on My Guitar, and I think that music video is such a good music video. I love the scenes in like the school and like the science class. Like, I remember watching it for the first time being in school, so it is really cool to kind of see like an artist in school as well. I don't know, it was a really cool music video. I did really like it. I just think it's a little bit lower because I don't like it as much as I like some of the other ones, but it does have some really great scenes in it. My stomach just made a really weird noise, but it does have some really great scenes in it, so I really like it. 23, I can't believe this is so low, because like, I love the bit where she's like in like the forest with like the pictures, but unfortunately some of it has to be low. We have to have some lower than others, but it is mine. I love it. It is iconic. It is really iconic. I love like Taylor going through this like relationship with this person, like with the marriage and like the children and everything, and like the music video. I love a music video that tells a story quite simply as well. I think sometimes music video nowadays can be a little bit complex. This one doesn't revolve too much kind of deep diving in. I think it is a nice, fun and wholesome music video. It's just a little bit lower just because there are some of the ones that I do prefer, but I do think it is a really fantastic music video, and I definitely wouldn't be surprised if in the comments this is some of your favourite music videos, like of all of Taylor's music videos, the mine one, because I think it's so good. I think especially if you were a Taylor fan like during 2010, I think it's just the nostalgia of it as well. I think it will be some people's favourites, but I'm really intrigued to see what your guys' favourites are, so if you do want to let me know, keep me updated with what you think in the comments. At number 22, we have The Story of Us. I think part of this is because I love the song. I do love the song The Story of Us. But I think the music video is quite good, you know. I think it portrays like the awkwardness. I love her like when she's like in like the book kind of case and being all dramatic. Her hair looks really good in this music video. We didn't really have a lot of like Taylor straight kind of hair during like the Speak Now kind of era, like earlier on. Like just like the way it was. Obviously we did have like the Back to December sort of like fringe situation, but in terms of like the sweepy fringe, we didn't really have any kind of looks like that. I think it was such a unique Taylor look for this music video, and I think it's one that people do forget about. I remember like I've talked about this on TikTok and people are like, wait, there's a Story of Us music video? Yes, there is a Story of Us music video, but you know what doesn't have a music video? Speak Now. But people seem to think Speak Now has a music video. It doesn't. I'm sorry to disappoint you all, because I feel like there'll be some people thinking, oh, I wonder when Speak Now is going to come. It's not. It never had a music video. And number 21, we have Me. Loved Me. Thought it was a great music video. I love like the Easter eggs in it and stuff. Some of the scenes I think were better than others. I did really like the first scene with like the French and stuff. I love that outfit with like the black and like the white skirt with like the flowers on. I saw so many people dress up like that for the Eras tour. Love the bit with like that dress with the heart on as well. I think one of the reasons I wasn't a huge fan of like the suit Taylor wore. I think it wasn't the suit. I think it was a hair with the suit. But I do think she looked great, and I love the colours of this music video. It's a very bright and vibrant one. The bit towards the end with the dress like being kind of like paint, I wasn't as big a fan of that special effect. But other than that, it was a really, really great music video. I think it was a lot of fun. I love that we got introduced to Benji in that music video. If you don't know, Brennan Urie like hands Taylor a cat, and it was like some kind of rescue cat or whatever, and they had it available, and Taylor was like, can I have it? And now she has Benjamin, which I think is such a cute little like story of how she got her cat. Obviously Brennan Urie also stars in this music video, and I do think it is quite a fun Taylor Swift music video, so like I do like it. I just think there are others I slightly prefer, but I think it's a very high budget music video. I mean, you can tell with the effects, with the colours of the costumes. I think it's one of Taylor's most visually pleasing videos in terms of just like the bright boldness. So we do really like it, and obviously Taylor teased the Lover album title in this. I do actually have a video of me reacting to this music video for the first time. It's one of my older ones, obviously from like April of 2019, so like 6 years ago now, which is wild. I remember when Me came out, people didn't necessarily like it. I did like it. I thought it was fun. I definitely thought it was different. Like, you got to think the last kind of songs we have from Taylor were Reputation, and then we went into that. It's very, very different. But I do like how she started the music video off kind of paying a little bit of respect to Reputation with like the snake going into the butterflies. So I did like it. But I understand why some people don't like it, but I personally do quite like it, and I wish it kind of was on the Eras Tour set list. But anyway, that's just a little bit about me. Number 20, we have Lover. Lover was one of my favourite ones, and I do really like the Lover music video, like with the snow globe and everything, and the family, and like the house. I mean, the Lover house is such an iconic thing. It's many of our theories revolve around the Lover house, like Taylor Swift theories. I just think there is one scene in it that I didn't like, and it's the scene when she's in the corridor. And it's nothing about her being in the corridor. I think it looks amazing, but it was like an ad for the Stella McCartney collection with the jacket, and I didn't really like the jacket. And I felt it looked really out of place in the music video where she's wearing these like gorgeous kind of really colourful like block colour outfits, and then all of a sudden she just has this like Stella McCartney jacket on. I feel like you're just not lost in that world. I think you're lost in the world of the Lover house and everything, and then you see that jacket and you're like, oh. Like, it is just kind of promotion for that jacket, and that jacket was expensive. I don't know any Swifties who have that jacket. And it was a nice collection, don't get me wrong, but obviously it was quite an expensive collection. And I just think because that scene's in it, that's why it's a little bit lower. I think if it didn't have that, well, to be honest, it's not that scene, it's that jacket. If it didn't have the jacket in, I think it would be a lot higher. I just think it, I don't know. Does anyone else get where I'm coming from here? Because I feel like maybe I sound ridiculous being like, oh, I didn't like a music video because of a jacket. But in my mind, it makes sense. But now I'm saying it out loud, I'm like, maybe that doesn't make sense. So let me know what you think. Do you get what I'm coming from, or do you think I'm just being ridiculous? Let me know. At number 19, we have Ready For It. I like the Ready For It music video. I think it looks great. I really like the bodysuit that people had so much to say about on social media. I mean, like, oh my God, Taylor's naked. Girl, it was like a full bodysuit. Like, she was fully covered. But I think there are some really great bits in it. I love like the two different Taylors. I like the music video. It's not my favourite one. I think it's like a relatively easy kind of story to follow, but I just think there were better ones even in the Reputation era. But it does look quite great, and I think it's quite fun. I know some people really don't like this music video, so I would be curious to see what people think about this. I think for me it's like, it's good. It's not her best, but it's good. So let me know what you think about Ready For It, because I think it's quite a divisive music video. At number 18, we have Bitcha Da Boom. It's just a fun one. I think I really like the bit at the beginning where he's like, oh, he let her drive the truck. He never let me drive the truck. And like with her and like the microphone and everything, I think it is great. And I love that we have Abigail in the music video. It's nothing too special. It's nothing too adventurous compared to some of her more recent ones. I just think it's fun and it's perfect for the song. At number 17, we have Mean. This feels really harsh because Mean is a great music video. I think it's because we don't have Taylor in it as much as some of her other music videos, so that's why it's a little bit lower, but it is great, and I love that they paid kind of like respect to it with the I Can See You music video, which may be coming later in this list, who knows, but I do really like this music video. I think just because we don't see Taylor in it as much, that's why it's a little bit lower, but we do have some really, really great scenes in this one, and I love the message behind it and the story, so I do love the Me music video, but there are just others that I prefer a bit more. 16, 22, mainly I've said 22, I'm not the biggest 22 fan of the song, but I love a lot going on at the moment, like T-shirt, obviously we've had Taylor like spoof that when she's done like her Instagram post teasing albums. We had her wearing that kind of shirt for the 22 performance of the Eras tour, so I think it's just very, very iconic. It looks great. It's so 2012, like 2012, 2013 as well. I think it came out actually on the day the Red tour actually began, so March 13th, 2013 to the best of my knowledge, but it is just so perfect. It just represents that era so well of just like everyone's life, like the 2012, 2013 kind of aesthetic. And I think that's why I like it so much, because it just captures that era perfectly. Like with the cat ears and everything, it's just like, oh yeah, this is that time. And number 15, now I actually have all of these written down in a book. I couldn't tell what I'd said here, but Begin Again. I think it's a beautiful music video. Obviously it's filmed in Paris. You can visit some of the locations in it, including the cafe. Love the bit on top of the building where she's wearing that purple dress. That is kind of the standout moment for me, but all of it is very, very beautiful. I think it's one of her most beautiful music videos, and one of the most forgotten about as well. I think it's one where people kind of forget she did that music video, but I think the Red music videos were really stunning and very like stylized. They were very just represented the album very well. So I do really like the Begin Again music video. I think it's very underrated. She also did some great performances of Begin Again. She did that one, was it the CMAs? I really loved that. So yeah, I love the aesthetic, like the Parisian aesthetic with the Begin Again music video. So I really like that one. 14 Wildest Dreams. I think it's such a good music video. I love like her dress like flowing in like the wind and everything, and the bit at the end with like the movie premiere, like you can just see perfectly kind of the story that's being told, and I love that because it is a very easy story to follow along with. I think you get to see how the relationship kind of like breaks down, and seeing that he's with this new girl at the premiere, and then she's running out of the premiere and everything, and with Taylor with the dark hair as well. I loved that. I just thought it was such a good music video. It's one of those ones I love it when it has like a theme, like it has like that movie theme, and I thought I really liked it. It actually came out, and I remember this, I didn't see it straight away because I was in New York at the time and I was watching Wicked, and I remember not being able to, like, there was no Wi-Fi, so I couldn't watch it till afterwards, and I was really sad. I couldn't watch the premiere with everyone. Just a random fact for you there. 13, Our Song. I love the bit with the flowers. I think it's iconic. I think everyone kind of knows it, and like the bit with like her with the straight hair and like the phone. It's so... I love it. I love it. What can I say? I think that's one of her like coolest looks ever. She just looks so cool. Like it's giving Regina George, but like in a good way. I just think she looked really cool in that music video. Is it the most like interesting? Well, it's not. I want to say it's not interesting, but it's not the most like aesthetically pleasing compared to some of the other ones, and not the most like big budget as some of the other ones, but I think it's cool. That's all I have to say about Our Song. I think the Our Song music video is cool. I think that's a good explanation of why I like it. It's not a very detailed one, but that's the truth. 12, Delicate. Love the Delicate music video. I think the dancing, people had a lot to say about the dancing. I think this music video wasn't like as easy to follow along as say like the Wildest Dreams one. You did have to do a slight and heavy on the slight bit of interpretation, because obviously it's like, oh, is she invisible, is she not, and she's just talking about kind of fame and everything and all of that, how that makes her feel, and that's why she's doing the weird dancing. People are like, oh, she's trying to copy Sia. Like, no, there's a reason for it. I've also actually visited the hotel where she filmed some of this music video, which was really cool, because I was like, oh, that's there. That's where Taylor did the little dancey dance. So that was quite cool. And I love the bit at the end with the like in the rain and going to like the bar. I just think it was very, very good for Reputation. I think it really fits the Reputation era. And the amount of dancing in it I thought was really good. Like you think of Taylor's some of other music videos, she's not been the best dancer in like the past. Obviously now she's actually a really good dancer, like you see on like the tours, she is. But like I think this one you're just like, oh, you know, Taylor can dance. Like she's doing these funny sort of quirky things, but girly can dance. So I'll give her a due. That's why I quite like it. Number 11, You Need to Calm Down. Love the message behind this. I love Taylor having the drag queens as different, like very popular female artists. Love just the aesthetic of it with Taylor in like the camper kind of van. I love like the pink, like the eye mask and everything. That was just such a me aesthetic. And I just think it's a very important message behind it too. The bit at the end with Taylor and Katie wearing the like burger and fries, I don't really get that bit. I think that bit wasn't necessary. I think you should have maybe had Katie in a different bit. Likes that it was showing them and they've like forgiven each other and all the beef is past. I just think the rest of the music video she's kind of dressed pretty well, or like aesthetically, and then she just kind of wears them. So I feel like that's why it didn't break the top 10 this time. But obviously my opinions change all the time. I think whenever I do any of these rankings, like your opinions do change on these things, like, you know, as you get older, as you experience different situations in your life, like you do view music videos and things differently, I think. So this is just my current ranking that will probably change like next week. Number 10, I Bet You Think About Me. Love it. Love the dresses she wears in it, you know, the red dresses. She looks great. I love the bit with like the twirling of the things. So funny. I like that she did the little teaser as well with the like equals to say that she was going to work on the song with Ed Sheeran. I loved having Miles Teller and Kelly Teller in it. Taylor looking great in that wedding dress. I just think that music video, again, is a very easy one to follow along. I think it's a lot of fun as well. And the fact that it was done obviously like 10, just below 10 years after the original version of Red came out, but it very much feels like a Red music video, I think is great. I think she really embraces the fact that Red is called Red, which I like, but I just think she did such a good job at making it feel the same way as the other Red music videos. The way they look, I don't know how she managed to do it, because obviously it's just been so long, things have developed so much, but she still made it feel like one of those, like it feels like it could have belonged to that original era. And I think that's pretty impressive to do, considering it was what, like 9-10 years after the original era took place. So I really, really love that music video. I love like the story of it. I just think it's a really good one that, again, I think is underrated because it's one of Taylor's newer ones. And in terms of Red Taylor's version, we got All Too Well, the short film, and I feel like that was the one that people paid more attention to because we had Sadie Sink and Dylan O'Brien. I will admit that doesn't make it onto my list. If you're thinking, oh, maybe it's going to be higher, it doesn't make it onto my list, mainly because Taylor wasn't in it. I personally prefer a music video when she's in it. Like that's why Everything Has Changed doesn't really appear on this either, just because I personally prefer that. Obviously, I recognise that All Too Well, the short film, is incredible. It's great. It sums the story up very well. Like, it's an easy to follow along story. You've got the bits with like the speaking as well. I like it. I just prefer these as like a Taylor Swift music video, whereas like the All Too Well short film, I wouldn't even class it as a music video. I mean, it's a short film, and I feel like it's too different to be a music video. You know, it doesn't feel like the other ones do. So I kind of didn't want to rank it with these because I just don't really class it as a music video in the same way as the rest of them. At number 9, another Vault one, another like Taylor's version one, I Can See You. I think a big reason why I love this so much was, one, it was filmed in Liverpool, which is near me, and also that she brought back Priestley Cash. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. Priestley? I feel like it's Priestley. I'm just the worst at everything. And I love that they brought her back. She was in the original Meme music video. We obviously had Joey King, who also was in the Meme music video, and then also Taylor Lautner. I feel like when we found out Taylor Lautner was in that music video, we were all just like, whoa. And I love like the throwbacks to the Speak Now tour with like the like little like thing, I don't know how to describe it, like the floaty thing during Love Story. I love that. And when she's wearing the dress that she wore like during Sparks Fly and had the curls and everything, and also had the little bit of a teaser as well for 1989 Taylor's version. It had those subtle teasers that aren't too subtle, you have to do maths to like decode them, but are subtle enough that you could potentially argue they were a mistake, but they definitely are. Very on purpose, and teased that 1989 TV was coming. So I really love that music video. I think it's the nostalgia that really helps with that one. I think, does it match the song? No. I think it would have been better for a song that's about losing her masters. Or it would have been good if she did kind of a similar thing for each of the Taylor's versions rather than the Speak Now one. But maybe there's a reason why she's done it for the Speak Now one, because that's kind of like her album. Like, that's the album she wrote by herself. So potentially that's why she did it for Speak Now rather than for the other ones. And number 8, We Are Never Ever Getting Back Together. If you didn't know, it's actually filmed all in one take. So it's all like Taylor is swapping the outfits like off the camera and then coming back on and doing all of that. Has some great looks from Taylor. I love her hair in it. You know, it's her first kind of era properly with like the fringe, the straight hair. She looks iconic. You've got the bit at the end with Taylor's band dressed as like the like squirrel and everything, like the little farm, like animals. I think it's such a fun music video, and it's one of those ones that's very iconic. I think out of all artist music videos, I feel like people remember that one again because it was that 2012 time. I think it's perfect for that era, like kind of the New Girl era, you know, like the TV show. I feel like it's very New Girl era. So I really love that music video. I think a big part of why I love it so much is nostalgia, because like I watched it for the first time when I was like 12. So obviously I still love it now 13 years later, and I cannot believe it's been 13 years. So yeah, I love it. I think it's such a fun music video. It's one of those ones that when it came on like the TV channels, when you watch music videos, you're like, yeah, this is a good one. This is a good one. Number 7, we have Antihero. I love the messaging behind it with the 2 different Taylors. It's not as simple as some of Taylor's other music videos to kind of like understand, but I think it is still pretty relatively simple. I like the bit with the funeral as well, when she kind of pokes fun at the fans about there's no Easter egg in this, like guys, come on. When it has the different kinds of Taylors as well, showing like the super pop star Taylor, but also Taylor as a person. I think it really represents the song so well, and you think Antihero is quite a bop, you know, and the problem it's me, woo woo, and then you watch this music video, and even though it's still kind of got a bit of woo woo, you're also like, oh, this is actually quite like sad about her own life and how she feels and everything. And I think that's why I like it so much. I think because you see this other side to Taylor that you don't necessarily always see in the music videos. So I do quite like that, how it adds a lot to the song. And I think if a music video can add to the song, I think that's what makes it a good music video. Sometimes music videos, you can watch them and you can be like, yeah, I don't like this song anymore. You know, you watch it and you're like, oh, is this what they meant with this song? That doesn't happen with Taylor, but some other artists, maybe. But yeah, I do love that music video. And going on from that, at number 6, we have Bejeweled. Another Midnight's one. The Midnight's music videos, I think, were some of her best, even though obviously they're more recent. Love the colours in them. Obviously, we have the Lavender Haze one as well. That was beautiful, but actually doesn't make it on my list, even though I did quite like it. But Bejeweled, I thought was great. I love the costumes. I love what they had Laura Dern in it. As a huge Jurassic Park fan, I was just like, oh my god. I love the Cinderella aspect of it. We got Jack Antonoff, and I loved the Speak Now Easter eggs in it. I thought they were so sweet. I think Bejeweled is such kind of a Speak Now-ish song as well. Like, it makes you kind of feel the same as like the fairy tales and everything. And this music video really did make you feel like the Speak Now era with the fairy tales and then the dragons at the end. So that is why it's high, because I loved the Easter eggs in it. I think sometimes the Easter eggs can be done really well, like this one. In me, maybe they're a bit... you know, I feel like the Lover one was a bit too obvious, but like other than that, I did still really, really love the Me music video. I just think like these were slightly heavy on the slightly more subtle, and I just like the way they were incorporated in the music video. It didn't feel like they were placed there for the sake of being an Easter egg. At number 5, we have Love Story. It's iconic. Again, it's another nostalgia one, but I feel like Love Story is the music video everyone kind of knows. It's one of the first songs we heard from Taylor. It was the first song I ever heard from Taylor because I watched this music video on YouTube. So I always will be thankful for this. You know, it was this like princess song. Like, I feel like every kind of 8-year-old at the time was like obsessed with it. I feel like everyone was, because of the aesthetic, the princess aesthetic and everything. Taylor looks amazing. One day I need to go to that little like castle thing, because you can go to the filming location of it. I think it's in Nashville. So I really want to go one day, because I think it would just be such a fun place to visit, and I have to do it. I have to see it. I have to see it in person, because I feel like I'd just be like, oh my god. But yeah, I love the Love Story music video. What else can I say? Before we have Shake It Off, another one that is probably nostalgia, but I love it. I love the different kind of dancing, and Taylor making fun of people and making fun of herself when people are like, oh, she can't dance, and then she's just going to try all of these dances, and can she do them? No. But is she having fun? Yes, and that's the most important part. You know, she's shaking it off. We also have so many looks in this music video that are so iconic, especially with like that cheerleader outfit that people did wear that look to the Eras tour. So I think it was such a great music video. Some of her best looks in it. I love the different like styles of dance she did, even though she did some questionable dancing. I thought it was great, so I will always like that. I think it was perfect for Shake It Off. It's a little bit simple, obviously. You've not got great like backgrounds in it. You've only got like the dancers. It's like sort of like in a studio almost, but it is still a really, really fun one, and I think it represents the song perfectly. Number 3, we have You Belong With Me. I feel like this may be Taylor's most iconic music video. I think just like the You OK, you know, Tired of Drama, everyone knows that. The Junior Jules shirt was probably one of the most recreated outfits ever in terms of Taylor. Like, it's such an easy one to do. You can make it with your own friends. Taylor actually brought it back for the Look What You Made Me Do music video. I think it is such a fun outfit, and I just love the music video. I think it's great. I think it tells a great story. It's an interesting one. It's kind of like a very small film all classed into one, like a rom-com. I love that, and I think it's still funny that to this day people don't realise that Taylor plays both characters in it. It's crazy what a wig can do, because people don't realise that the girl with the brown hair is also Taylor, which I think is quite funny, but I love that music video. I just think it's one of those ones that like you grew up with and you were like, yeah, I love this, is one I want to watch. Number 2, Blank Space. I love the aesthetics of this. I think you've got some really great visuals in this as well, but another one where it tells a story, and I love that it tells a story. You can also visit the Blank Space like mansion as well. I know a couple of people who have been. I don't actually know where it is. One of you will know where it is in the comments. I want to say near Nashville, and now I'm like, I don't think it's there. But yeah, it's just a great one. I love like the cake with the like knife and everything, and like the different outfits she wears, the apple bit, and then like the smashing the guitar, not guitar, smashing the car at the end, and obviously she does recreate that little smashing the car at the end with the golf clubs actually on the Eras tour. So if you're wondering why she does that, it's because of that music video, and I love that it's like ends with the guy like zooming off and then another guy coming straight back in. I thought it's a great one. It goes full circle, and it's very iconic. But number 1, this one I think is one of those ones that you remember where you were when you first watched it, and I actually watched it at a restaurant in Washington. I didn't have any of the sound on because obviously I was in a restaurant with my family, and I was like, am I allowed to watch it? And they said yes, so thank you to my family. And I was just looking and watching it, and I was like, whoa. Like when that Taylor Pyramid comes on, you're just like, whoa. And this is the perfect representation of Easter eggs that are more subtle than some of her other Easter eggs. Like, I think they are so well incorporated in it. We also have so many different looks. I think it adds to the song as well, and I think the Taylor Pyramid was so great. Like, you're seeing Taylor wear some of these outfits you never thought she'd wear again, which I really like to see as like a fan. But I just thought, this is perfect for Reputation. I think, you know, she's been on a break. The last music video was Out of the Woods. She starts off like the zombified version of her in Out of the Woods, which I really liked that she managed to like transport through the different eras. And the Easter eggs, you know, like coming up from the dead and everything, the $1 and like the diamond bathtub. I just think there were so many great Easter egg moments in this music video, and just so many great looks and everything about it. I think it's her best one. I don't know how she'll ever top it, and I don't doubt that she will, because she will, it's Taylor. But I think for me personally, I think it's so iconic. I think because of the time, because obviously she'd been on this big break, I think everything about it in terms of the circumstance, the video, the outfits, like the aesthetic, the Easter eggs, everything about it makes this music video. So yeah, they are my top 25 Taylor Swift music videos. Let me know in the comments your you don't have to do 25 because that's quite a lot. If you want to do 25, please go ahead. I would love to read them. Maybe just let me know your top 10 or top 5 or just top 1 if you can pick a top 1. And I'd love to read them and see why you guys like them so much. But if you just want to put the answer what it is, that's okay too. You don't have to have a reason. Sometimes you just know when something is your favourite. You don't need a reason behind it. You're just like, yes, I like this one. This is my favourite. So let me know your favourites in the comments. I would absolutely love to hear and see them. And thank you so much for watching. It's been a little bit of a different one. Let me know what other sort of ranking videos you want to see, other Taylor Swift music videos, or other videos in general you guys want to see, because I want to make videos that you want to see. I just said you want to see like 10 times. But yeah, also I never introduced myself. Hi, my name's Rachel. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Really cool. If you're not new to the channel, I'm sorry that you've had to watch me again. Thank you so much for doing that. I feel like I just yap a lot, so thank you for all of the support. But yeah, make sure to check out my other videos and like this video if you enjoyed the video. It helps me out so much. I'm waiting. No, you don't have to. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and as always, have a great day!